Yo, Mahito is a problem.
何をしてくるかさえわかんねえ。虎杖英二、そんな奴とやれるんだぜ。 The definition of insanity.
But before I get to the problem child that is Mahito, we have to talk about a few things. Number one, if you enjoy my content, then make sure to rate the video and subscribe to the channel. Next thing, Kugisaki. I mean, listen. Hopium, potentially. Because last episode was depressing. Nita comes out of nowhere. Toto's like henchman. He has this sort of demon curse seal thing going on, wherein which he can prevent wounds from getting worse. So when we see the wound, I was so surprised they just show us the wound. That was, oh my god, that looked grievous. And that one shot where it's looking at Yuji from the wound, like, wait, really? Was that even necessary? That was aggressive. But her chances of survival, I said last week, were 50% in my book. I actually leaned that she would come back with an eye patch. I saw the wound in my reaction I did over on Patreon, later uploaded to the Cole-san YouTube channel. 5%. 5% because it looks horrible. And now I'm like, okay, maybe 15% because Nita has stopped that wound from getting worse. So my hopes that she can return are there, but they are lower than last week. 1. 2 is that obviously Mekamaru is not coming back. Though they did have a great scene this episode with Mekamaru and Miwa. But speaking of pretty damn good, great! Toto greatness! Woo, I was waiting for Toto. I was waiting for Toto for the longest, bro. And when he comes in, yeah! We alone are the exception. I said before my video last week, because of what's happening here, Gege, the author, seemingly wants to just murk a lot of characters, like even important characters, and it kind of gives you the sort of like a Kami got killed vibe. So if Kugisaki is genuinely gone, genuinely passed away, then I can definitely see in the future characters like Gojo and characters like Toto, my boy Toto, also kicking the bucket. But right now, Toto was just, man, he was sensational. Now, to be fair, he did mention there is no need to tell brother that right now. That got me sweating because I don't know what that is, but that could mentally mess up Itadori Yuji at a pivotal time if that is revealed. I just hope that we don't lose the sync. I don't want Toto to pass away, bro. I really, really don't. Toto's so epic. He's so damn cool. But Toto could pass away, and then if that is revealed or something, then Yuji could just go in a downward spiral. But mainly, what got me sweating the most in the episode, for sure, was the fight between Yuji and Toto versus Mahito. This was fantastic. Some animators' names of note that are responsible for this greatness are Shota Yamazaki, Yuki Kikuchi, Bieber, Hayato Kurosaki, Benjamin Fare, I think I'm saying that right, I'm not too sure, Dorian Kulon, Shao Zisho, Lington, and Lington was actually the person that handled the Miwa and Mekamaru scene, Sato Toshiyuki, Glassrod, and etc., etc. So shout outs to everybody, whether it's the episode director, whether it's the storyboard, whether it's the animators. Much love to everybody that was a part in the creation of this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Some of the most notable scenes for me personally were, number one, this guy Mahito thinks he has Toto. Toto dodged one of the transfigured human skewers. And then Mahito is planning, he's waiting for Toto to do the clap switch. So he's preparing to try and take Toto out. But instead, he claps in Yuji, who devastates Mahito with a black flash. That was priceless. Then, the train scene was absolutely ridiculous. In my book, a reference to Bleach. I'll be shocked if it wasn't, but Toto and Yuji were hell-bent on not becoming Gant's characters. Then when Yuji throws the rock that Toto gives him, and then Toto claps himself in the position of the rock, And he's going hard. He has that sort of V pose going on. I'm like, bro. This man essentially becomes Midoriya in the third My Hero Academia movie. He taps into some crazy version of the Speed Force. That was some ridiculous All Might activity. It really was. It was cool as all hell. He's like diving into the black hole, trying to tap into his own Black Flash to join the clique. Then you have Yuji as like a star constellation, thumbs up. He's envisioning all these crazy things that are passing by, and then hits that black. Yo, that scene was unbelievable, bro. That scene was stupendous. No damage? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean no damage? I mean, okay, I get it. Rules are that you have to be able to attack Mahito's soul. But we have all of this hype, all of this sauce, all of this energy, all this intensity. Todo reaching his 120% potential. No damage? Dude, come on. Just give my boy, just give him a drop of blood.
All that for a drop of blood.
Give him that! Come on! I'm really starting to pick up on the idea that, yeah, Yuji and Todo are in sync to the point where like they've been fighting with each other for years. In the last season, Yuji said, okay, well, that's like a one-off thing. But it's happening again where Yuji seemingly knows exactly what Todo wants and vice versa. Like when Yuji busts out of the train finally, and then Todo's like running up the stairs, Yuji's right there with him. He knows to throw the rock, kind of like what Todo wanted. And I'm really getting the sense here that Yuji may have some sort of way of imprinting his soul onto other people's souls. Honestly, it does kind of feel like it's some Tsukishima stuff from Bleach, where he's able to, in some way, make people believe that he was a part of their lives for so long. Like there were literal scenes, flashes of moments when Todo is envisioning things that never happened. And yeah, I get it, Todo's weird. Literally in all those flashes, he's envisioning some thickness. Oh, fair enough. I feel like, hold on now. You guys are still oddly in sync, and it's almost scary how in sync you guys are. So again, I'm really starting to think, but we saw Choso, where he gets that memory that never happened of Yuji feeding or about to feed him and his brothers, and I was like, wait, that never happened. Todo again envisioned things that never happened. And apparently in the manga, when Todo goes through his whole vision of being like Yuji's best friend for a while, his quote-unquote brother, there is a line that the narrator states that Todo envisioned something that never happened. There's stuff going on with Yuji, it's kind of crazy, but what is absolutely the craziest thing by far in this episode was Mahito. Hanami's words about Mahito seem to be on point. What did Hanami say? Hanami said, and I quote, that humans fear and loathe death, yet the ones standing behind that are also humans. To humans, death is a mirror, and Mahito is that mirror. What does Mahito say in this episode? This is a war. It's not some fight to correct a mistake. It's a clash of what we believe is right, of our own flimsy ideas of justice. You are me, Itadori Yuji. Just as I kill people without a second thought, you save people without a second thought. It's our instinct versus the dignity gained by human reasoning. This is a war to determine which of those will be left standing a century from now. And then later on he describes how he can kill humans without batting an eye. I mean, very clearly we see that in episode. And then he compares that to Yuji, who can kill cursed spirits without batting an eye. First of all, I have to say this. Nobunaga Shimazuki, the voice actor of Mahito, is goated. I haven't seen JJK in the dub, so I don't know how great he is there. However, bro, BAKI fanboys, we know. The voice acting of Nobunaga with BAKI was on point, especially when he had those sort of tweaked out moments.
想像もつかねえ強いやつと
Mahito is that and extra, bro. Where in the middle of the fight, he's speeching, he's yammering. Oh, I'm truly a curse. He even goes Black Flash. The way Nobunaga emotes the character Mahito, I mean, in season 1 was great. Don't get me wrong, but this season, he has just gone to a whole new level. Beyond that, it's what Hanami's talking about. Because when Jogo dies, he essentially reveals that they in some way view themselves to be the true humans. And then Sukuna explains how, okay, hold on, I know that you guys don't want to be humans, but you guys want to have their position. In that same episode, it was revealed what? It was revealed that Jogo put Mahito at the top of their ranks because of the latent potential that they saw in Mahito and how he would get exponentially stronger. And we're seeing that where he's fighting against Yuji and Todo. And Mahito is absolutely doing a better job, a much better job against Yuji and Todo than Hanami did. Now, he did have that giant stockpile of humans to go, fair enough, fine. But we're also told that Mahito, Todo, and Yuji are going at 120% of their potential. They should all be at their best and beyond at this point in time. This man Mahito he's outstanding. And the ideals that we see his character represent are also very intriguing. They actually kind of, you can argue, fundamentally go down to what a cursed spirit is. Sukuna has his own worldview, fair enough, fine. But Mahito's worldview is quite interesting too, where that sort of flip side of what it means to really be a human per se, comparing himself to Yuji, but they're polar opposites, where I can kill on command, you can save on command. Humans fear death, but curses in a lot of ways, they embody death. I truly am a curse. Koku-sen, he black flashes Yuji. He admits too, they're flimsy ideals, but like so many fights and battles and wars in the past, they are fighting for their ideals and they're putting what they truly believe is right or wrong on the line. And something as serious like this won't just result in all of the good guys winning, because in some sense, one, who are really the good guys? And that two, is that in order to validate the opposite side, they have to get W's too. And Mahito has gone several major W, to the point where I'm really starting to believe that Mahito is the top among the curses we've seen so far fight in this arc outside of course, Sukuna. He's better than Dagon, better than Hanami, better than even potentially Jogo. And considering all the things that we saw in the last season with Mahito and Junpei and so on, and the voice acting that's done by Nobunaga, I think that right now, Mahito is the best villain in JJK, probably by far. Of course, I can't say best JJK villain all time, because there's still Brainiac Ghetto. Obviously, you have Sukuna, a very bright, quote-unquote, bright future for Sukuna's villainy, and then also, I guess, his sidekick, Urame, whoever this person is. So there are folks in the future that are gonna definitely compete with Mahito in terms of being the top villain of the story, but right now, Mahito, I think he has that, and he has it by the cojones, by the melons, the cantaloupes, the kiwis. Yes, the best villain in JJK. Outstanding, phenomenal. It's unbelievable. I still think he's gonna die this arc. That's a personal opinion. I could be wrong, but until then, man, keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking. Just don't kill Todo. Do not kill Todo. But let me know your thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen anime only watchers, okay? Be sure to rate the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell to join the notification squad. I'ma catch you cats on the flip side.
See you. Bye bye.